Alright, we are live. How's everyone doing? So, now it was around like 3 hours ago that the 1.1 special program came out. So it's actually not live, but it came out at 4:30 a.m. So I was gonna watch it in the morning. So here we are. We're gonna be watching that. There's the 1.1 trailer. There is Silver Wolf, which I'm super excited for. I also heard there's a Silver Wolf companion mission. So with the Stellaron Hunter, which I'm really curious what that's gonna be about. I mean, I've played not the entire story of 1.0, but nearly to the end, and I have done the spoiler warning. If you're not caught up with the story, I recommend pausing the stream, because watch the stream, pausing it, and then 20 seconds ahead, just skip 20 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so I do remember meeting Kafka at the interrogation thingy, and they're just helping out to prevent a future calamity against Nanook. So, nevertheless, I'm surprised to see a Stellaron Hunter companion mission so early. So, kind of excited to see what the patch goes. But with that said, let's watch the trailer first. I mean, it should be at the beginning, and then we'll watch the rest of the info. Now, I have seen beta gameplay, and I mean, it's actually also in the beginning of the game, so I do know both Locha's and Silver Wolf's gameplay. Looking forward to it, nevertheless. Wait. I think there's another character, right? A 4-star? Yukong? Is that in 1.0 or 1.2? Not sure. 1.2, what do you mean? Yeah, I've seen who's gonna come out. I think
in
it's
the
in
last
1.1.
few days, our team has received some incredible intel.
I forgot his
from
name,
an anonymous
but he's
source.
from
A
the
mysterious Stellaron
Keep
burst
Up with
has
Starrel.
occurred aboard the Xianzhou La Fu. Today, we're lucky
So I'm
to
assuming
have
the
with us
story
in
is gonna
studio
continue.
the
Yep,
La
Yukong
Fu
is coming
sky-faring Helm Master Madam Yukong.
This guy's a bit too
as
loud.
well
Okay.
As Mr.
There we go.
Lacha, a traveling merchant currently staying on the ship.
Alright, let's see what we have
Madam
here.
Yukong, what's the latest on the La
Also,
Fu
Locha did
situation?
use the power of the abundance. I
For
wonder
the
if there's
most part,
there's
the
more to it or
Stellaron
not.
crisis has been brought under control. We've evacuated affected areas, and life has returned to normal in the safe zones.
You're in the safe
I
zone.
see. Mr. Lacha, I hear you experienced the crisis firsthand. What was it like on the ground?
Well, I was trapped in the Law Fu's Cloudford Harbor at first. It was only thanks to the Cloud Knights
Sushan.
and a fortuitous encounter with kindly strangers
And
that
then
I was
Hank.
able to escape unharmed.
That's the Xianzhou Alliance.
I want to see where the
knew you
story
guys had
goes for
everything
this.
under control.
I should mention that over the course of this crisis, we've witnessed a lot of suspicious activity. We believe the infamous Stellaron hunters are responsible. We now have 2 suspects in our custody, Blade and Kafka.
Well, they're no longer in your custody,
Unfortunately,
but
their
okay.
accomplice is still on the loose.
Also, you don't. Oh, Silver
You're
Wolf.
talking about
Is
the
Silver Wolf
hacker
even?
girl, right?
Because
Wolf-
chances are Silver Wolf could be hacking when we entered the Lafu. It could have been from afar. She doesn't have to be in the Lafu, as far as I know. So is she there? I mean, I'm assuming so if they're mentioning that, but we'll see.
I heard she infiltrated the Xianzhou systems. They say she leaves behind a calling card.
Like this one.
Exactly, just like...
Like this. Perfect.
Your fake ID info is ready.
Fake ID? What?
This place is different from the rest of the space station.
Or the space
We're
station?
on Genius Society turf.
What are you doing here? I'm curious. Is this part of the companion
Let's get
mission?
going. We have to move quickly.
What is she doing in the space station
What we're
again?
looking for. It's a bait signal.
Against the destruction? So is she helping out? Because, you know, they're still running around? Or is that unrelated?
You can challenge the space station. But challenge me? Good luck.
Oh, is...
Welcome to Billabong's History and Culture
Hold up.
Museum.
Hold up. Is she doing the thing from the beta too? Challenging others, like hacking the space station just to play a game? Because it's multiplayer, she needs another play. I love Silver Wolf. Maybe not though, we'll see.
You can see, the interior looks brand new.
Is that...
But we're
Hold up. Is that Skrullum? Probably not.
Billabong's
Not in
History
Bellabog,
and
right?
Culture Museum. As you can see, the interior
No, this is sus. Who the heck is this? This has gotta be a character, right?
looks brand new.
It looks mechanical. Is this Skrullum? Already? But why in Bellabog? Probably
We're in
not.
a bit of a bind.
I'm assuming not, but also it looks like it. I mean, we only see the back. Okay, so we're getting a story in Bellabog. That is Skrullum! What is Krulum doing here? I was not expecting you to see like in 1.1. Part of the Genie Society, if you didn't know.
Let me take a look.
What is Krulum doing in Reload 6?
So these are the suspects.
Huh? Wait, is Lodge up to no good?
Let's settle this.
I thought he was a good guy, unlike Honkai Impact 3rd. What do you mean, March? He's a pretty good healer though. Unfortunately, I didn't get the triumph, but yeah. I heard. I've seen some beta with Blade gameplay. There we go, Yukong. This was not in betas. Oh, we're getting a whole bunch of characters. The characters.
Young man, allow me to give you a dignified end.
Oh my god. She is alive. I thought something was up. Also, she has a blindfold, so maybe it's related to that. And it's battling Yun Xing? Oh, I'm excited for this. So is Jing Liu gonna appear in the story? She's not playable, she's probably has a boss fight. So I'm assuming she's still part of a Marstruck. I don't know what happened with Jingy one there.
Never let your guard down in front of your enemy.
Oh, I'm excited for this.
And now, young man,
Jing
allow
Liu.
me to give you a dignified end.
Okay, this is gonna be hype. Please, I need info about Jing Liu. I gotta put those redemption codes after. 12 UDC plus 8 on 28. Okay, I have time. If you wanna put them in, you can pause the stream and put that code in. I'll put it later as for myself. I logged in earlier, but I didn't know the codes. I hadn't looked it up, so I'll just put them afterwards. I'm like level 50 right now. I gotta continue the story soon. Probably next week, I'm assuming. Ether Gaze came out. F14 also had an update, so I haven't really been playing much Honkai Impact 3rd, Honkai Star Rail aside from dailies. And now we got special programs, so in 1.1 we'll probably have more time. I really like this OST. Is that Earth to Space Station? I forgot what it was. I think it was Earth to Space Station, right? Pretty sure. By the way, Kiana and May references, maybe.
Ooh, and whether or not your world has a day-night cycle.
Day nights.
Good morning, good afternoon.
That was random. Okay, I love that.
As always, it's your host
Albert.
and
Yeah, I
good
forgot his
buddy
name.
Albert.
There we go.
Welcome to the Honkai Star Rail version 1.1 Galactic.
They got
Room
Silverwolf here
special
too.
program.
But yeah.
Hello, good to be here.
Today, we've invited.
I need
three
info
special
about
guests to
Jingliu
join
and
us on the
special and
program.
Silverwolf companion mission,
Introducing-
please.
Hi guys, my name's Melissa Fun and I voice Silverwolf.
Hey folks, my name's Craig Lee Thomas and I voice La Cha.
Hi everyone, I'm Dawn M. Bennett and I voice Yukong.
Pleasure to have you with us. And now, without further ado, let's get straight into Honkai
Yes.
Star Rail version 1.1.
Go ahead.
What's new, Craig?
Well, judging from the trailer we just saw, it looks like all three areas got some updates. Herta
Yeah.
Space Station, Bellabog, and the Xianzhou Lafu.
I don't know
They're
if
all
you
getting
noticed,
stories, so
but
that's pretty cool.
Silverwolf got the first bit of screen time. Just saying.
I'm excited for the companion
Speaking of
mission.
Silverwolf, I hear our notorious Stellaron hunter is planning another visit to Genius Society.
Apparently
territory
so.
soon.
I'm kind of curious
Let's take a
why.
close look at this little troublemaker.
Yes.
Yeah.
The gameplay side. I mean, I played her in the intro on both CBT3 and release, but unfortunately she wasn't available to play in CBT3 aside from that, only in CBT2, and I didn't get CBT2, so. But I did look it up, so like when it was CBT2 time, I did watch the gameplay, so.
If I'm not mistaken,
She does sound pretty
the
unique.
first time we saw this mysterious
add
girl
weaknesses.
was back at the start of the story.
Yes.
That's right. It's hard to keep an air of mystery when you're the first one on the scene, but
I think she couldn't have timed it better.
I think you couldn't have timed
Wow.
that better.
So,
That
what
reference?
role does Silverwolf have within the Stellaron Hunters?
she's a super hacker essentially. Lots of technical know-how. If you've got a hack, she's got your back.
It's
Hmm.
kind of scary how good she is.
She's really
Hacking
good.
the surveillance system on Herta Space Station? Not easy. That's how she located the Stellaron.
let's not forget the Xian Zhou. She hacked into the Lawfu's systems and guided the Astral Express crew onto the ship.
Hey, you guys know that this is all
Pretty illegal.
illegal, right?
No, I don't know about that. I'm
Yeah.
joking.
I guess what we're trying to say is Silverwolf is capable of breaking through any and all defense systems. That's why she's useful to the Stellaron hunters.
I see. Second question. What's with all the gaming paraphernalia?
Oh, I've been meaning to ask that too. A console here,
Gaming.
color buttons there. It's a vibe.
She's a gamer.
Well, this probably won't come as a surprise to anyone, but she's a gamer.
Cool.
In fact, she sees the universe as a game in
And
itself.
she hacked the space
and
station
she's
to
playing
play a
to win.
game. She
She
needed other
actually
players
uses
to
a
play
lot of
multi.
gamer slang in conversation.
Oh god,
Not everyone picks
that's
up on it, though.
amazing.
Got it. So it's fair to say she's kind of a nerd?
You could say that. She's also not great at socializing.
Really?
What the heck?
Huh. She always struck me as pretty outgoing.
She sounded like it.
I guess she does have a lot of friends.
Hold up a second. She's an outgoing nerd with poor social skills and a lot of friends. That's quite the combo.
Well, if you struggle to make friends, why not create your own?
Oh,
Melissa, you're talking about imaginary friends,
That-
right?
that thing.
I'm not sure that counts.
she actually creating them with data?
Okay, let me explain. I'm talking about the AI modules in her weapons. See these little guys on her character artwork? That's friend. There's devil. This one over here is white
Oh my
collar.
god.
Oh, and this one's servant.
Oh, they're so cute.
They are.
Yeah, they're pretty adorable. When Silverwolf talks about her team of professionals, she's talking about these guys.
They're actually
Hold on a
canon?
second.
Okay.
Since when did AI become so adorable?
Artificial intelligence created by her.
Really, we're making it real easy for the machines to take over. It's thanks
Making
to
them
Silverwolf's
adorable.
hacking skills that she's been able to forge such a fearsome reputation at such a young age. Let's take a look at her strengths.
Well, Silverwolf is a quantum-type character following the path of nihility. She can apply different debuffs to enemies to improve her allies' combat superiority. In particular, her skill can inflict a weakness on enemies.
She's really
The
unique.
weakness she inflicts matches a random ally's attack type.
So she's better with
Which
monotype
is to
teams, so if you have the
say
same
that even
element.
if nobody on her team
It
has
doesn't
a-
apply her own element to the as a weakness, so that means you can go with any mono team. It doesn't really have to be quantum. It can be, for example, I mean, it's not necessary, but like if you want to be optimal, quantum fire, 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 quantum ice, 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 etc. Which is pretty neat because we haven't done a
which
character like that
matches
so
an
far.
enemy's weakness, Silverwolf can create a weakness that will correspond to an ally's existing strength.
Yep.
Exactly. In
Pretty cool.
addition, every one of Silverwolf's
debuff
attacks has
other
a
stack
chance of
reduction
inflicting
stuff.
the enemy with a random bug. There are 3 kinds of bugs,
Defense
which
reduction.
reduce the enemy's attack, defense, and speed, respectively.
Mm.
That is pretty
And
cool.
outside of combat, Silverwolf can use her
And she uses
technique to
energy
attack the
blades,
enemy
my
and
favorite.
interact.
I mean, my third favorite.
Regardless of enemy weakness, she
First
deals
is sides,
damage to
second
all
is, like,
enemies and reduces their
Metallic.
toughness.
I know
If
it sounds super
Silverwolf breaks
specific.
an enemy's weakness with her technique,
Metallic or
it
robotic
triggers
wings.
The quantum weakness break effect.
The third one
right?
being energy
Yes,
blades.
that's right.
Honestly.
What else was I going to mention? Oh, her ultimate. Silverwolf's ultimate has
She
a high
bans
chance
enemies.
of reducing the enemy's defense in addition to dealing damage.
I love that animation.
So
It's
Yes.
like something out of a rhythm game, right? See, I'm starting to see what you mean by the universe being a game to her.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't stop there either. Did I mention her ability names?
User
There's
ban.
System warning, allow changes, awaiting system response, force quit program. Oh, you get the picture.
Yeah. Oh, was there one called a 10-set guarantee? Ooh, or how about
No.
single warp miracle?
Single warp miracle. I'll take that. I'll take that skill.
Sadly not. Her ultimate's called user banned.
She
though.
bans the enemy.
Oh, I know what that means. Banned out of existence.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess it's
I
scary
love
also
that
means a
name.
scary name.
Honestly, my favorite
It's
ultimate name
time to
for
move
sure.
on to the Xianzhou's mysterious visitor. Laocha, the traveling merchant.
Alright. He's a healer. Also, Abyss Flower is the name of the sword, by the way.
Straight off off the bat, man knows how to dress.
I mean,
Elegant look,
kinda true,
gentleman
not gonna
demeanor,
lie.
but they say he's hiding a secret. What do
Hmm?
you think? Good guy or villain?
Hey, don't make me
He
suspicious of
seems
him.
Very suspicious.
Now I'm sus of him.
Really?
Just
How
based
so?
on
Well, imagine
VA
some
in
guy
appearance.
waltzes into your hometown dressed like an aristocrat from another planet, but he knows all the local customs. You'd be a little taken aback, right?
Hey, I think you're being a little hard on the guy. Some tourists do their research.
Uh-huh. Well, don't you think his healing abilities are a little
abundance,
mysterious?
sus.
They came in pretty handy during the Stellaron crisis.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm a traveler merchant, I'm gonna want some first aid skills under my belt.
Exactly.
It's a dangerous career.
Career, huh? Are you sure that's how he makes a living? We haven't seen him trade a single thing.
Sus.
Well, I feel like this guy already made his fortune. Maybe traveling merchant is just what super rich tourists like to tell people.
Jeez, you guys have an answer for everything. Is this the Law-Cha fan club or something?
Yes.
Let's start one.
Yes.
Well, what about the coven he carries around with him?
That's sus.
Nothing out of the ordinary
Callum?
there, right?
Yeah, you got me there.
Yeah, that's suspicious.
I'm not so sure. Everyone needs a conversation starter, right?
That's-
Especially
Is that his
traveling merchants.
conversation
Think about it.
starter?
If you walk past this guy, the coffin's gonna draw your attention.
Is
right?
that why he
You'll
carries it
probably
around?
Ask him about it, and before you know it, he sold you a new set of shower curtain rings.
You
Oh,
know
God.
something? That kind of makes sense.
Pretty smart.
I
Sus.
see.
And if you find people are in need of a few shower curtain rings, I happen upon the finest collection of authentic
No, don't
Cienjo
start that there.
bathroomware. Beautiful stuff. Low prices too.
Touching the original question here. Is Law-Cha a good guy or villain?
True.
I don't think we have enough information.
Okay, now I'm sus of it. I
Guess
was
all
not
you
suspicious
trailblazers
of
have to
Law-Cha,
make up
but
your own
now
minds.
I'm suspicious.
Why don't we take a look at his ability?
Is Law-Cha gonna
now we're
pull an
talking.
auto?
Law-Cha is an
Sus.
imaginary type character following the path of abundance. For a man with medical knowledge, it's not surprising that he's strong on protection. He can offer healing to and dispel debuffs from his allies. For example, Law-Cha's skill can restore an ally's
Prayer of Abyss
HP.
Flower.
When the HP of any ally falls below a certain percentage, Law-Cha uses his skill on them without consuming any skill points. This effect can be triggered again after a set number of turns.
Emergency healing, huh? Important for team survival.
Sure is. After unlocking
Can we
a
talk about how
special
he uses the
trace,
power of the
using
abundance?
Law-Cha's
And I don't mean
skill
as a-
also dispels
As a
debuff
class,
from an
but as
ally.
a lore.
Using Law-Cha's
That's
ultimate,
sus.
Death Wish,
I have a
dispels
question.
one buff
How did
from
he get
and
that
deals
power?
imaginary damage to all enemies.
In other words, if you've got an enemy that's always buffing themselves or debuffing your allies, Law-Cha has an important role to play.
Also, could he have been the
Precisely.
Emanator? Because
And
we heard it
here's
was an
something
Emanator of
else.
Abundance,
Every
potentially.
time Law-Cha uses his
Or it could be
skill
the deer.
or
I don't
ultimate,
know,
he
'cause I
grants
haven't
himself
finished the
one
1.0
stack
story.
of Abyss Flower.
I was
Now,
about to go
when
fight the deer, but
Abyss
not yet.
Flower reaches a certain number of stacks, Law-Cha deploys a field against the enemy, which lasts for a set number of turns. When the field is active, allies recover a set amount of HP whenever they make an attack.
Alright, it's
And
pretty useful
that's
for
not all.
Blade.
After unlocking a special trace, attacks against
I'm
enemies
really excited
in
for
the
Blade
field
1.2.
can restore ally
Blade and
HP.
Kafka.
Cool. It's like a force field of healing.
I would go for
During
Law-Cha, but
exploration,
Blade
when
and
Law-Cha
Kafka are
uses
priorities
his
for me, so I'll
technique,
probably be
Mercy
skipping
of
him.
a Fool, his
I'll be
field
going
will
for Silver Wolf, though.
immediately generated at the start of the next battle.
Sheesh.
Stellar
Mr.
Hunters are must have.
Law-Cha. Mysterious origins and extraordinary skills.
Yukong. Okay, I've seen her ult animation, but that's about it. I don't know how she works. She wasn't in the beta. I'm really curious how she's gonna play out. Yeah, this is an ult animation that I've seen before. I need info
There's
about her
somebody
though.
else here we gotta
Harmony,
get to.
okay.
I'm talking about the elegant, sky-faring Hellmaster, Madame Yukong.
About time, too! Well, from commerce, cargo, passengers, all the way through to the Air Force, the Skyfaring Commission is in charge of all matters relating to flight. Yukong is the head of that commission, so the above falls right under her remit.
Nice. Speaking of flight, it seems like star skiffs are the most emblematic means of transportation on the Cienjo.
Yep, we see them a lot.
Yeah, they're a common sight in the Cienjo skies. Yukong can fly them, right?
I'd say she's pretty handy with a star skiff. When she was young, it was Yukong's flying skills that saw her promoted by the general. That's how she joined the
I see.
Skyfaring Commission. She soon became an ace among the other pilots.
Huh? That's not the story I heard.
All right, you got me. Here's the director's cut. Yukong ran 6 red lights in a row. She was dragged straight in front of the general and...
I get the picture. Sometimes rebels get noticed.
I see.
You're only young once.
6 red lights, huh? Disclaimer, trailblazers, don't try that at home.
I'm trying that. I'm joking.
Well, her rebellious streak might be a thing of the past, but she's still as sharp as ever. Dawn, give us the lowdown.
Coming right up. Yukong is an imaginary type character following the
Imaginary
path of harmony.
4-star support.
Her skill
Now you got our
emboldening
first imaginary
salvo
4-star.
grants her 2 stacks of roaring bowstrings.
Okay.
When roaring bowstrings is active, the attack of all allies increases. Yukong loses 1 stack of roaring bowstrings
Interesting.
with every allied turn.
In other words,
So the
Yukong's
2
skill can
other
increase
allies to
for 2
attack.
turns.
You got it.
So it's
During
not per turns.
exploration,
Okay.
using Yukong's
What? That is
technique
sick.
increases her movement speed for
Oh
a
my
set
god, that is
time.
actually super
It also
useful.
allows her to obtain 2 stacks of roaring bowstrings.
That
at the
is
start of the next
super
battle.
useful for exploration, like
Sounds
cell
like
ace.
a good recipe for shaking off enemy pursuers.
I need that.
Using
I hope she goes
Yukong's
with
basic
Silverwolf's
attack
banner now,
triggers her
because
talent
I want to
7
skip
layers,
Lucha, but I
1
also don't want
arrow,
to skip
which deals
Yukong.
additional damage and increases the toughness.
I just want to
reducing damage of the
lose my
current
pity
attack.
to
This
Lucha.
effect
Maybe I'll
can
have
be
to skip.
triggered
We'll
again
see.
after a set number of turns.
Hopefully she's in Silverwolf's banner.
When Yukong
Cocoon.
unleashes her ultimate, Diving Kestrel, she deals imaginary damage to a single target. If Roaring Bowstrings is active, its effect is enhanced, increasing the crit rate and crit damage of all allies. Her days on the front lines may be over, but Yukong's skills didn't go anywhere. Maybe one day, we'll get to see her take flight once again.
That'll be cool.
Ooh, here's hoping.
Man, we're really spoiled for choice with these characters, huh? Still, let's not forget what else we've got coming up.
Go
In
on.
version 1.1, we'll be welcoming 2 brand new light cones to the warp. First up, Incessant Rain.
That's a lot high. So light.
Bubble
There's
gum
also
in the
4-star
rain, huh?
light cone
That's
from
a
event,
move.
I think, for Silverwolf.
The Silverwolf energy is strong in this one.
Silverwolf
That way.
energy is strong in this
So we
one.
don't want to tighter the room?
So true. She's like, I told you, Kafka. I'm gonna tidy it. As soon as version 1.1 finishes downloading.
Oh no, I have
The
high
second
download
light
speed, by
cone
the way.
is the Path of Abundance's Echoes of the Coffin. See, it looks like a snapshot of Lacha talking to the
That's
coffin?
sus.
Wow, looks like some kind of thorny vines are emerging from beneath the lid.
Abundance?
So
That
many
is super
questions.
sus.
I get a sense of mystery and elegance, but there's also a kind of tenderness and fragility here.
Is
Don't you
Callan?
think?
Well,
Which
one
is
thing's
our
for sure.
Callan
If
related
people
to
weren't
abundance?
curious about Lacha's
What the
coffin
heck?
Yet, they are now.
Just a man in his ornately decorated vine-producing coffin.
Ah,
Nothing to
yes,
see
just-
here, folks.
Ornately
Whatever you say,
decorated, that's
Chris.
all.
Check this out.
Surely.
During the first phase
First
of
one.
version
Oh,
1.1
it's
in the
Yukong's
character
not in the
warp,
first one, that's a nerf.
Contract 0, Trailblazers can
Dan Hang, by the way. I'm excited for that now. And Asta. So I'll take those 2 write-ups.
obtain the
Especially
limited
Dan Hang.
5-star character Silverwolf. During the same phase in the Light Cone event warp, the drop rate of the 5-star Light Cone Incessant Rain will be boosted.
Alright.
Now during the
I'll probably
second
be
phase
skipping
of version
Lucha.
1.1 in
Sorry,
the
Yukong,
character
you'll have to
warp,
wait.
Lake
I
Pursuit,
need Kafka and
Trailblazers
Silver
can
and
obtain
Blade
the
next.
limited 5-star character Lacha and 4-star character Yukong.
And Lochai, I'll go for
During
you
the
one day
same
too.
phase,
Just
in the Light Cone event
priorities.
warp, the drop rate of the 5-star Light
Echoes of the
Cone
Coffin.
Echoes of the Coffin will be boosted. Oh, I almost forgot to mention. When version 1.2 rolls around,
Are we getting it already?
Trailblazers can take part in an in-game event to obtain the 4-star character Yukong
Yes!
for free.
Thank you!
Sick.
I'm really glad they're actually telling us now. Holy heck, that like Star Rail's starting good. Okay, and now I can not worry about Lucha and Yukong. I can pull for Lucha on a rerun eventually when there's a good timing for it. And I will be going for Blade and Kafka on 1.2, so I can just only pull for Silverwolf. Perfect, and I get Yukong
Details
in
for this
1.4.
event will be
In
announced
1.2.
through official channels in the not-too-distant future.
Nice.
Ooh, awesome.
Whew. Let's take
I'm
a break
really
for a
glad they
minute
said
here,
that.
but,
I like
when we get
transparency.
back, we'll be talking version
They also already
1.1
announced the
events.
1.2 characters potentially. I mean, they didn't say it was gonna be 1.2, but if it's like Genshin's announcements, then it's already there. And it was way earlier, by the way, because Because typically they only announce that much later, like pretty much close to the patch release. Wait, is it on the 28th? What the heck? I thought it was gonna be in the beginning. Wait a second. 28th of June. Oh, okay. Surely not, right? I think it was gonna be like on 6th or 7th. That's when the patch releases. Oopsies. Hold up. Let me check. Silverwolf banner. I'm pretty sure it's not yet, right? That is gonna be... Oh, okay. From when the... Okay, until June. Okay, got it. Never mind. I was kind of worried. Like, what the heck? I thought it was gonna be in the beginning of May. There's a lot of stuff coming out, but no, it's in the beginning of... Not May, sorry. We are in May, right? Yeah, in beginning of June. Okay, so I wasn't wrong about that. Okay, perfect. Oh, I was gonna have to change up plans. All right, let me go back to where we were. Here's your redemption code if you haven't put in.
Welcome back, Trailblazers. New characters and light cones aside, version 1.1 has lots of events and gameplay updates. And a little bird told me there's an event connected to Silverwolf on the way.
Perfect. I've heard about it in leaks.
I heard the same
but
thing.
I'll take more
At
info.
the start of the
I need
story,
info about their
Kafka
companion
and
mission.
Silverwolf invaded Herta's space station. Kafka's mission was to awaken the Trailblazer. Silverwolf's mission was to help
Wait, did she have another
Kafka
mission?
infiltrate the space station systems
Yeah.
and locate the hidden Stellaron. But that wasn't enough for Silverwolf.
Oh?
I can believe that. She's been on the IPC's wanted list for as long as I can remember.
During the invasion, she left behind some kind of digital graffiti. Just her way of letting everyone know Silverwolf was
Wow.
here.
Way to rub it in their faces, Silverwolf.
That's
Still,
cool.
artists need an outlet.
This all sounds like classic Silverwolf energy to me.
Oh, I forgot to
Perfect.
tell you guys the name of her homeworld. Punk Lord.
I heard about
Kind of
that.
fitting, don't you think?
A horde of hackers, right?
Seriously?
No way.
Afraid so. I think she was destined for this kind of behavior. Anyway, in the Star Hunt game event, the Trailblazers
Silverwolf flag
receive an
cone?
invite from the space station's network security engineer, Leonard. They have to help.
Oh,
Leonard
wait, I've done this in the
locate
beta.
digital graffiti
I really hope
hidden
there's more
across the
story to it.
station and
Like,
uncover
one thing I really didn't like about the event is the little story they had. It was like just a little dialogue at the beginning and that was it. Please, we need more story to this.
the secrets inside.
Wait, there are secrets hidden inside the graffiti?
The
But
graffiti
it's all
wasn't the
digital.
thing.
Oh,
The
I
graffiti wasn't the thing though, so there might be more stuff. Interesting.
bet you need to hack into it or something.
You might be right. We also get to meet a new Genius Society member. One of
Screw'em.
Madame Herta's collaborators, Screw'em.
Okay, this is sick. So there is actually gonna be story to it, and I'm excited for it now.
We'll be helping the Trailblazers too.
Boy,
We get to
thought
see
we'd seen Screw'em before
Screw'em.
somewhere.
I was
I
not
think we
expecting
saw a
that to see it
hologram
early on.
portrait of him in Herta's office. He's a robot, right?
A robot genius society member. Interesting. I bet he's got a few hacker skills up his sleeve.
As
If he's helping
Screw'em
us
and
out too,
Silverwolf gonna
sure
meet
we'll be
again, that'll
fine.
be sick.
You know what
They
I
have a
found
little
out?
history.
Silverwolf and Screw'em actually faced off against each other once. You can see a snapshot of their fight in the "We Will Meet Again" light cone.
Whoa. Okay,
We will
Screw'em,
meet
look kinda
again.
Handsome there. Geez, his portrait really doesn't do him justice.
You know, if you and the light cone need a moment here, the rest of us can head out.
You and the light don't need a moment
I
here.
guess this event
Damn.
will be the second time Screw'em's come up against Silverwolf's mischief then. Old enemies locking horns once again.
That would be sick.
Ooh, guess it does kind of feel like a rematch.
I gotta mention that graffiti again. Anyone else feel like it'd make for a good tattoo? I feel like
I
some
mean-
of these characters could pull it off.
I don't think that feature's coming to Star Rail anytime soon.
Oh, what?
But I did hear that the designs are collectible.
Oh.
The Trailblazer can apply them to in-game surfaces and take photos with the artwork.
What? That is
Oh,
sick.
nice.
Collecting the graffiti designs also allows
I hope
you to
there's like an
unlock the
actual
limited
feature for it
4-star
with
light cone
feature
before the
stuff,
tutorial mission
events and
starts.
stuff, and
Complete the
make them
event
permanent
mission
after a
to
while.
obtain Always Smiling, which can
Because
be
please don't do FOMO like in Genshin. I hate that, and that's the reason why I literally I mean, no, but for both Genshin and Honkai, I have not been playing some events just because I cannot be getting the rewards and the little time event restriction there is. Get rid of that, okay? There are other games that do it way better, and I'm getting kind of disappointed with Oyoverse on that, but oh well.
Changed in the event shop for limited light cone special superimposition material, as well as stellar jade.
Hey, that's another.
Like,
good-looking
Oyoverse has
light
great
cone.
stories, but
Not
events
to
like the
change
time
subject
restrictions
or
and
anything, but I
FOMO,
gotta ask, is
yeah,
that
it's not good.
Albert merch I'm
It's
seeing over
literally
there?
making me not want to play events sometimes.
I want one.
Wait, oh, Albert is there, and Blade.
Not to mention it.
That's pretty cool.
Why don't I introduce you to the HypeBC's merchandise department? If you guys had your own merch, they'd be sold out in no time. Or maybe let's just get back to version 1.1.
So Albert
for
is
now.
canon, but
In the story
what
thus
is he?
far,
I don't know
Belobog
yet.
has finally emerged from the Stellaron shadow, but there's a lot left to do. The city is going through changes. Any of you guys want to shed some light?
So it's
I
not part
heard
of
a
an
thing
event,
or
it's an
two.
actual thing?
Now that the underworld and
It's an actual
overworld
permanent
are
story, please?
reconnected, things are definitely heading in a better direction.
Companion
One
mission,
recent
maybe?
development, Belobog's History Museum is getting ready to reopen to the public.
Museum? I love museums. Oh, don't you wish you could take the exhibits home with you, though?
The only problem is exhibits are being stolen. Anything you'd like to tell us, Melissa?
Sus Silverwolf?
Wait a minute.
Sus
I only
Silverwolf?
just found out they had a museum. How could it have been me?
I didn't say it.
So like, how do I take it out? Oh yeah, by the way, they're being stolen. I love that.
Oh.
Prime suspect. Anyway, in the Everwinter City Museum Ledger of
Prime
Curiosities
suspect,
event,
indeed.
the Trailblazer must help Pela track down clues and
It's an
recover the lost
event. Oh
exhibits.
god, why?
Oh, I love a good whodunit.
Sounds great.
Well, that's not all.
Belobog recovering, and people in 1.2 will never know there was more Belobog story. That is so disappointing. Whatever.
The Trailblazer can take on managerial responsibilities and help run the place.
Huh. So what does that involve exactly?
I'm
Some of
glad
this
you
stuff should be
asked.
permanent,
The
at least the story
Trailblazer can
part.
do things like collect
Like, I don't care
exhibits
about
and
rewards,
enlist
keep the
other
story.
individuals to improve the overall experience for visitors. After achieving specific operational goals, they can accumulate
Reminds me
funds
of
to
a certain
expand the
event in
museum's
Genshin
exhibits
during
and
Windbloom.
gradually unlock limited time
Actually, no, not
rewards,
Windbloom.
such as stellar jade,
Um,
lost crystals, and self-modeling
Why
resin.
Celefest?
Sounds like fun. I'm sure it'll be a piece of cake.
When the limited time event is over, the museum will remain as a mode within the game.
And
Trailblazers
story?
can return to the museum at any
Story?
time to check out the collection and catch up with colleagues.
Of course, if you encounter
That is
any
good.
issues
That
during
is
the
very
line at
good.
the museum,
Okay.
Please.
Thank
don't
you.
hesitate to get in touch with
Maybe
the IPC.
Star Rail will do things differently.
Wait,
Like, I don't care about
I have a
rewards.
service.
Keep the story.
Gotta get ahead of
Like,
myself.
time restricted story is so annoying.
Deep breath, Albert. Not everything is an IPC sales pitch.
Thanks, Don. This is what happens if you read commercials for a living.
No worries. Kinda did sound like a useful service. Maybe the IPC should look into it.
I'm sure our Trailblazers are more interested in the content of the new version. Let's get back on track.
You don't want to tell us about
Alright.
yourself,
A
Albert?
researcher
Come
from
on.
the space station found a combat simulation program of unknown origin called Stellar Flare, which contains a series of new challenge stages.
Huh?
I think this
More
event was a thing before,
challenges?
too.
Every stage in Stellar Flare has a challenge theme and corresponding special
And events
mechanism. Trailblazers will have to think outside the box and use any advantages offered by the mechanisms to complete the stage in as few turns as possible.
Sounds like the Forgotten Hall to me.
The difference with Stellar Flare is that the special mechanisms might require completely new ways of thinking about combat.
that
For
is?
example, in some stages, using your skill doesn't consume skill points. In others,
Oh,
damage
that.
dealt when breaking an enemy's toughness is increased, but the enemy's toughness will be immediately restored.
Huh, sounds pretty cool, but I'm sure Silverwolf will take
should
care of
definitely
it
build
in
sample at
one
some point.
turn.
What if I haven't leveled up enough characters?
Trial?
Is it impossible for me to complete the challenge?
Don't worry. To assist Trailblazers in completing the challenge,
There's one
every
trial
Stellar
character.
Flare stage has a trial character suited to the theme.
You don't
Perfect.
say. I can get behind that.
The Garden of Plenty event. Recently, the cosmos has entered a turbulent cycle, and the
Okay. Okay, so it's gonna be abundance related. No, it's probably just, which will take it. Double rewards, so I'll take that, gladly.
calyxes are unusually active.
Great
The
type to
reality
farm it.
data
And
contained
it's
within
really,
them has grown
another thing. The fact that you can teleport to calyxes and other farming materials and that you can auto it makes it super good. I have actually been doing Star Rail dailies every day because it doesn't require much time. And if I want, I can literally just put auto 6 times and go do something else while I can be having breakfast. I can be doing other things. And it doesn't require much time. I love games that have dailies like this because they respect your time. And like a certain game, open world, right? And open world gacha game. Honkai Impact 30 is also really good with that. So I'm glad Honkai Star Rail is following on that. While it has a lot of systems related to Genshin, aside from the relics, everything has just been fully upgraded, and it's so much better. The fact that, for example, there's no weak restricted materials, you can find them anytime, which is a thing I hate in Genshin. The dailies just take generally a lot less time. There's no daily commission. I mean, there is one daily mission, but it's optional. Like, I love that.
Exponentially.
Huh, which means...
It means that over a fixed time period, Trailblazers have a set number of daily attempts to
Set number,
obtain
okay.
double the
6,
rewards from
3.
Calix's.
I hope it's
Leveling
6.
up, here we come.
Or if
The
it's
next
3,
event we're gonna talk
if it's 3, I hope at least that you can just auto 6 times, and for the first 3 you get extra rewards. I do not want to auto 3, auto 3, auto 6, auto 6. That just sounds time consuming for no reason.
about is called Lab Assistance in Position. Wen
Okay,
Sherling is a
that's
Department of
interesting.
Implement Arts researcher on Herta Space Station, and she's currently preparing research topics needed for the next quarter. However, the Antimatter Legion's invasion has messed up her progress. As a result, Wen Sherling
helping
has
them out?
asked the Trailblazer to help her collect monster materials
Oh.
for use in her research topic. If the Trailblazer collects and submits the experiment,
This reminds me of the merchant event in Genshin, but better. I kind of like how they're doing this with all the quote-unquote experiments here and the lore here, potentially. There's a very we have using a blaze out of space temperature to extract leaked coffee. Like, this is interesting. This sounds really interesting. I'm excited for this, actually.
experimental materials required on a given day, they can receive corresponding rewards.
I got a question, Dawn.
Fire away.
These are Space Station and Bellabog events, right?
Any
Aren't
chance
there
of-
any
but
events
we're
or
getting,
missions on the Xianzhou
I think
Luofu?
Lochak
Beat me to it.
companion?
That's exactly what I was about to bring up. In version 1.1, 3 new companion missions are destined
And
for the
Bailu
Xian-
and Yanqing. Wait, Frosty Blade's trial. Is this connecting to Yanqing's Frosty Blade or Jingliu? Probably Jingliu. I wonder if will she be connected to the main story or only Yanqing? I gotta catch up on all that because there's so many companion missions. I'm doing hooks right now because I've already done it in the beta, so I'm just replaying it. But I'll need to do like Ass and others. I'll probably do it in 1.1. I don't think I'll do all of these. I'll probably just do Silver Wolf and Locha and catch up to the older ones, but we'll see. We'll see how much stuff there is.
Zhou Luofu. These missions will involve Bailu, Yanqing, and Luocha. As for the specifics, I'm gonna keep that a secret for now. We can't go spoiling all the fun, can we?
What? Not even one detail?
Come on, Don. Can you give us a little something? We're on the edge of our seats here.
Yeah, come on, Dawn.
All right, all right. Do you guys remember the girl with the blindfold in the opening trailer? And now,
Jingliu.
young man, allow me to give you a dignified end.
I was wondering who she
Is
was.
this?
Well,
Yeah, the
all
animation
I'll
is
say that
canon,
she
right?
and the Xianzhou have a complicated past.
She was once
And
their
her
leader.
appearance on the Xianzhou leads to a dramatic encounter with Cloud Knight Lieutenant Yin Qing. And that's all you're getting. Sorry.
Oh, I'm
This
excited. I
is
gotta
what
do
we're waiting
Yanqing's
for.
companion mission though. If we got confirmation of
Oh,
Jingliu.
come on.
No, I'm afraid that's all you're getting. However, I do have a little info on some
Okay.
other updates. Interested?
Yes.
Sure, I guess.
Well, if nobody's that interested, then I suppose I'll just...
Of course
Say it.
we're interested.
What, are you crazy?
Albert, you're interested, right?
What?
That's better, good boy.
Nicely done, Melissa. The check-in event Gift of Odyssey will
I
also be
heard about
arriving in
this. 10
version
free polls.
1.1.
I heard about
For
this
the length of this
yesterday.
version, as long as Trailblazers
Everyone's
log in
talking
for
about it.
7 days,
Perfect.
they can acquire 10 Star Rail
And
special passes.
from when the version update completes, which means I can use it on Silver Wolf banner. Perfect.
Free warps? Nice.
Version 1.1 will also
Oh?
see some system updates. When Trailblazers need to obtain leveling materials that only a certain type of enemy can produce, they can instantly teleport to an area where the enemy is present,
That is sick.
as well as
That is
pinpoint
super
the
useful.
precise location of the enemy on the map with a marker.
Sounds
Instantly
like a
teleport to the enemy.
As long as Trailblazers log in
You gotta
for
hear that
7
right?
days, they can acquire 10 Star Rail
I'm
special
sorry,
passes.
Genshin, you're falling behind
Free
by a
ones?
lot.
Nice.
Version 1.1 will also see some system
I mean, I
updates.
only play Genshin for
When
the story at
Trailblazers
the
need to
moment, and I'm
obtain
taking a
leveling
break into
materials that
Fontaine,
only
but
a
still.
certain type of enemy can produce, they can instantly teleport to an area where
This
the
gives me
enemy
all
is
the more
present,
reason to
as
give
well
my
as
time to
pinpoint
Honkai
the
Star Rail and
precise
Honkai
location of
Impact
the
rather
enemy
than
on the
Genshin.
map with a marker.
I haven't
Sounds
logged
like
into
a
Genshin
real
for like
time
30 days
saver.
nearly.
Wait until you hear this. Once the enemy in question is defeated, the marker will automatically move
And you
to
can
the location
teleport
of
it?
the next enemy.
Okay, but
After
it's
all
really
marked
close.
enemies on a map have been defeated, Trailblazers can continue to pinpoint enemies on
And teleport
other
them?
maps. This process
Oh
can
my
be
God.
repeated until all daily respawn enemies of a certain type have been defeated.
Oh, that's a lifesaver. I
And
barely
they're
found my
pretty
way to the
close
studio
too.
today.
Look at that.
There's
That
also a
is
small
so
combat
cool.
surprise in store.
Okay,
During combat,
we're
trotters
getting
that have lost their way
improvements
may randomly
in a
enter
big
battle.
way.
As long as the trotter is defeated before it manages to flee, additional leveling.
Oh, so okay, so it's not Solar Jays, but additional.
All daily respawn
Sounds
enemies
interesting.
of a certain type have been defeated.
Oh, that's a lifesaver. I barely found my way to the studio today.
There's also a small combat surprise in store. During combat, trotters that have lost their way may randomly enter battle.
That's
As
super
long as
sick.
the trotter is defeated before it manages to flee, additional leveling materials
So it's
can
not
be
golden.
obtained.
That's how you know it's a
Enemy
leveling material.
geolocation and additional material opportunities. Devs, I owe you one.
I know,
Last but not
right?
least, in order to help Trailblazers stay in touch, version 1.1
The chatting
also
feature?
has a friend chat
Please
function.
tell me it's like message.
So you mean, aside from helping
Okay, sorry. I'm excited. Because there's a chat, literally like a phone-based message system. Why did we not have it? And now we have it. I'm excited for this. The way it kind of sounds like you're messaging someone on the phone. That is so amazing. I needed this. Thank you.
friends through support assist? We
Finally.
can send them messages too.
You got it. Doesn't matter if they're
I'm
old
excited for
companions
this
or new
badge.
acquaintances.
That's the spirit of trailblazing right there.
Oh, hey, Albert, what's your account? Let me add you.
What?
I need to add you. You can be my personal IPC customer service. What do you
So
think?
he's part of the IPC?
Hello. Hey, don't get any ideas because I nearly made up a service that doesn't exist.
You sure? That's
So
sus.
you don't want to add me?
Do you
Guess
belong
I'll
to the
just have
IPC?
to hack you.
Guess I'll just attack you.
You
Damn.
can negotiate.
Yeah, I'm gonna need those account details too.
Count me in. Sorry to jump on the bandwagon here, Albert, but you're a celebrity anchor for the IPC.
What?
Everyone wants to be your friend.
Fine, but I'm switching my account the next chance I get.
Wow.
Time for the day's third redemption code.
Is that it? I think it is. Oh, I'm excited for 1.1. So much quality of life and just Silver Wolf companion mission. It's actually happening. Not to mention Yanqing and Jingli, so that's gonna be exciting. I don't think there's any main story, but honestly, the side quests, the side stories, like with the characters, sounds super amazing. Like I'm hyped on like on a main story level. Silver Wolf, Stellaron Hunter, companion mission, and a quest with Jing Liu. Count me in. I need that. And those quality of life features sound super useful. Not to mention the chat. Finally, I needed that. I heard there was gonna be a chat system already from the leaks, but I did not know what it looked like, and I was praying it was gonna be with a phone kind of based visuals, and it was. That got me hyped. Because I needed, like, the moment I knew there was like a message system with NPCs, why we need that for players, right?
Time flies
That
when
would
you're
be
having
so
fun.
much of a missed
Looks
opportunity,
like
and
our
we
special
finally got
program
it.
is Come doing that.
Oh, darn.
But as the first guest on the program, you guys got any thoughts, reflections, complaints?
Oh, it's been an honor to be on the show, Albert. I gotta say, we covered a lot of ground. Now I'm even more excited for the updates.
Same.
Fingers crossed I get Silver Wolf.
Yeah, seriously. Same.
And it's
Great.
Silver Wolf.
How you feeling?
I feel like I've got more questions than I came in with. What new directions will Lacha take the story in? Who's stealing exhibits from the museum? And what about those companion missions? Guess we'll have to
I
find
need
out the
those
answers in
companion
game.
missions.
Yeah.
For real. As for me, well, I'm pleasantly surprised. I'd seen a lot of Yukong up to now, but this was the first time I got to understand her moves and role on the battlefield. She's so cool. I kinda wanna be her. Then again, I guess I kinda am her.
I had to
Okay,
double check
look
that for a
at
second, huh? Well, that's it for the Honkai Star Rail.
We gotta go
version
back on the trailer.
1.1 special program. I want to thank all you Trailblazers today for tuning in, and hey, we'll see you on the flip side.
See you in the game.
Bye. See you when I see ya.
everyone.
Later, guys.
So the companion missions include Bailu, Yanqing, Lucha, and Silverwolf. I think we had those in the trailer, right?
You can challenge the space station. But
Also, we have Skrullum and I mean, I don't know about Urta, but Skrullum playing part in the story for the Silverwolf event. I don't know if it's the event or the companion mission. It sounded like the event. So I wonder. I'm guessing these voice lines are part of that companion mission or event. Hopefully, companion mission. I do not want it to be event locked. I'll still play it, but like, please, companion mission. Newer players are gonna need this. And we have Urta here, so that's probably gonna be a part in it too. And we're actually getting to see Skrullum, so it's gonna be exciting. She sounded like she would be talking to Silverwolf here on the screen.
Welcome to Billabong's History.
But why
Adventure
was
Museum.
Skrullum here? Is he showing up here too?
As you can see, the interior looks
Like, what? Why? Also, holy heck! Wait, isn't this the? This is actually the thing that where Cacolia was near the where the Celeron was, as well as the Engine of Creation. It's actually in the museum now. So why is Skrullum here? Also, he has one of those Lafu thingies on the head. Is he the one stealing it? I mean, I don't think Skrullum would do that, but also, why would he show up in Nerillo? I think, if anything, he would show up on the Earth space station, which we know he will from the event, because we saw it later on in the special program. Why is he in Nerillo? Is this just for reference, for like, I don't know, style, or is he actually the one stealing? Or just a side character play? I mean, I don't mean a side character, but like a character that's not stealing, but is just, I don't know, observing or something. I mean, like in terms of like story-wise, side character. I don't know. I know he's not a side character. It's probably gonna be playable at some point. I meant like story-wise, he's not the one stealing, he's just observing, or could he be more involved? Or maybe he just appears in the space station. It is just I don't know, something they put in the trailer to say, hey, he's gonna show up. Interesting.
brand new.
I want to get to know more about Skrullum, honestly.
We're in a bit of a bind.
Serval here too. Trying to see if there's any other characters. Don't think so.
Our exhibit was stolen.
Hook. Yep. Wait, is Hook the one stealing? What the heck? Why is the Silverman guard after Hook? That's sus. Was he coming out of that thing?
Stolen.
Okay, that is super sus. Hook, what are you doing? Are you the one stealing? Are you playing hide and seek illegally? And Hook's running. That's sus. Then we got Lucha. That's probably a little Lucha companion mission.
So these are the suspects.
I know Honkai and back third players, me included, are gonna go crazy. Is Lucha good or evil? Now, I wasn't sus of him at all. Like, he's just based on auto, doesn't mean he's auto, plus his name is entirely different. Then he used the powers of the abundance, so I was like, okay, I'm sure there's a reasonable explanation behind it. And now we find out there's an emanator of erudition, not erudition, sorry, abundance around. But okay, I haven't played until the finish of 1.0. I've nearly reached it, but not yet. Probably just a deer. I'm guessing the deer is also can be considered an emanator. Probably not Lucha, right? The powers of abundance must be something else. And then they asked that in the special program, and honestly, now I'm kind of sus of him. I guess we'll see. Maybe not. Maybe he just looks suspicious, but it actually is a normal merchant. I mean, normal being maybe not the best term to describe it, but yeah. Is Weld also suspicious of him? Hold up.
Exhibit
Was
stolen.
Weld suspicious of him just now?
So these are the suspects.
If Weld is also suspicious of Lucha, that says something about it, honestly. You know, Weld has a pretty good instinct on figuring things out. That's sus.
Let's settle this.
Music's pretty good too, but I've seen better ones. This is pretty cool though. No denying that.
Your guard down in front of your enemy.
Yukong. Bailu. With Yukong there, probably just to reference there's gonna be Valor Quest, because there doesn't seem to be anything story here. Nope. This is different though. Okay, seems to be just a normal enemy, but then we got Chinklu afterwards.
And now, young man, allow me to give you a dignified end.
I'm excited for that. For the Yanqing story quest and the Silver Wolf. That's gonna be one big patch. I mean, I wouldn't say big. I mean, it is pretty big, honestly, for companion missions. That is pretty much a lot. But it is gonna be one exciting patch. That's what I meant to say. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it here. Before the 1.1 drops, I'll be doing the finale of 1.0 story, which is probably just a 1 hour 30-minute stream. I think we were pretty much close to the end. And then eventually 1.1 is gonna come out. So I don't know what I'm gonna do first. Kind of depends on when the event drops. Kind of depends on whether I want to do Yanqing or Silver Wolf's companion mission first. I honestly haven't decided yet. So I guess we'll figure that out closer to release. Yeah, thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one, and peace.